class we have discussed about the structure of the cell, different parts, different cell organelles. Now in this class we will start the cell division. To the all the cell will undergo the process of division so that it will give rise to new daughter cell, which is necessary for the growth, development, different type of reproduction like say asexual, sexual, vegetative reproduction. Cell division is required. So now we'll start with cell cycle. The sequence of events which occurs, that is known as cell cycle, which include the genome duplication, that is duplication of DNA inside the cell, then growth and synthesis of other cell organelles in the cell, then cell division. That means the cell parent cell will give rise to two daughter cell, and by the process, that is karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis means karyon means nucleus and kinesis, that is breaking. So making two nucleus, that is known as karyokinesis, which will be followed by cytokinesis, that is division of cytoplasm and other cell organelles of the cell, and in this way from one parent cell two daughter cell will be formed. Now different phases are there, that is cell cycle include different phase, that is interphase and M phase or mitosis phase. Now if the cell cycle is about 24 hours, that means 24 hours is taken by the cell for its division, then about 95%, say 23 hours is for the preparatory phase, that is interphase, and M phase only 1 hour. Now, but this duration of timing of this cell division will vary from cell to cell. For example, in yeast cell, it takes about 90 minutes for one division, one cycle. This interphase includes three phases, that is G1 phase or gap1 phase, S phase or synthesis phase, and G2 phase or gap2 phase. The important events which occur during the G1 phase is that the cell is metabolically active at this time and the growth and other things will take place there. Then S phase, that is synthesis phase, here the DNA will undergo the process of replication to form two DNA from the parental DNA by the process of semi-conservative mode. That means one daughter cell, one DNA will form two DNA, both will unwind, the DNA helix will unwind, and this template DNA will form its complementary strand, and in this way from one DNA two DNA will form, that is known as DNA duplication. And so the number of DNA will duplicates, becomes double. For example, if earlier it was 2C, now it will become 4C. But there is no increase in chromosome number, whether it is haploid or diploid. If 2N, then 2N, if N, then N. So in this way, no increase in chromosome number, but number of DNA will double. Now in animal cell at this time only, the centrosome will divide into two centriole for the which will later form the spindle fiber. Now G2 phase or gap2 phase includes the protein synthesis as well as the growth of the cell and other cell organelles, so that they will be distributed among the two daughter cells. After that, interphase will complete, and then the cell will enter into the M phase or mitosis phase. In some cells which will not undergo the process of further division, or some of the cell like heart cell is not always undergo the process of division, they will enter into the phase, that is special phase, G0 phase or G0 phase, which is also known as descent phase. That time cell will not enter into the process of this M phase. Now the cell division is of two types, that is mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is also known as equational division and meiosis is also known as reductional division, because at the end of the mitosis it will give rise to two daughter cell having the same chromosome number which is present in the parent cell. That's why it is known as equational division. But in meiosis, at the end of this meiosis, four daughter cell will be produced with half number of chromosome. That means the chromosome number get reduced, and that's why it is known as reductional division. Now this meiosis occurs in the germ cell to reduce the chromosome number to half in the gamete cell, so that after fusion of this gametes, the chromosome number will be maintained from generation to generation. And whereas in somatic cell, mitosis will occur, and here no change in the chromosome number, and here it will help in the process of different processes, like mitosis will help in the growth, development, then healing of wounds, then vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction, where no gamete is required. In such cases, all the cell division will be of mitosis type, but in meiosis will only occurs in the germ cell to make the gametes. Meiosis is meant for the maintaining the chromosome number from one generation to other, whereas a mitosis for other purposes. So these are the significance. Some disadvantage of mitosis is also there. Due to the rapid division, it may result in the development of the cancerous cell by making tumors. So these are some significance and disadvantages of these mitosis and meiosis.
Now we are discussing about the different types of cell division. The cell division is consisting of different stages and all are collectively known as cell cycle. This cell cycle consists of the preparatory phase, that is interphase, as well as the exact division, that is different stages of division. Now the interphase, the whole cell cycle is divided into two main parts, that is the interphase, and this is the M phase or mitotic phase. Now this interphase consists of three steps: G1 phase or gap 1 phase, then S phase or synthetic phase, and third one is G2 phase or gap 2 phase. So these three are the part of this interphase. Now interphase is the preparatory phase, and in G1 phase the growth of all the cell organelles will take place, nucleus will take place, and when the cell will enter into this next, that is synthesis phase, here the DNA synthesis takes place. That means DNA will replicate and it will make two daughter DNA from the parental DNA, so that these two DNA will be distributed among two cells. Now after the DNA replication completion, it will enter into the next phase, that is G2 phase, which is also known as the growth and preparatory phase of mitosis, where all the cell organelles will grow in size and it becomes double. But the chromosome number is same, only the DNA will replicate. Now after this, it will enter into the exact M phase, that is consisting of 4 phase: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. And here also the time is given how and at last from one nucleus, two nucleus will be formed after at the end of this telophase, and in this way we can see the cell cycle completes. This, if we are considering the cell cycle or the division of the cell is about 24 hours duration, then interphase consists of 23 hours, and this mitotic phase, that is all the 4 phases, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, is about 1 hour. This slide is showing different stages of cell division. In all the cell division there are two main steps. First is the karyokinesis and second is the cytokinesis. Now karyokinesis includes the kinesis of division of the karyon, that is nucleus, which will occur through 4 steps, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. And at the end of this karyokinesis, from one parent nucleus there will be 2 nucleus inside single cell. When the karyokinesis is completed, then the cell will enter into the next stage, that is cytokinesis, in which the cytoplasm as well as the other cell organelles will be divided and distributed among the 2 daughter cells, and in this way the 2 nucleus will have single cell and the 2 cell will be formed by this process of cytokinesis. Now this cell division, that means karyokinesis plus cytokinesis, will be collectively known as cell division. This slide is showing 2 different types of cell division, that is mitosis and meiosis. In mitosis, the diploid parental cell will give rise to 2 diploid daughter cell at the end. That means the chromosome number is same. That's why it is known as equational division. At the same time, meiosis will give rise to 4 cells, 4 daughter cells, which are haploid in nature. That means the chromosome number get reduced to half by this. Now, so we can see 4 daughter cells will be formed by this parent cell, but the chromosome number gets reduced to half. That's why it is known as reductional division. It occurs in the formation of gametes during the sexual reproduction, and here the germ cells will undergo the process of meiosis, whereas mitosis will be exhibited by the somatic cells, and they help in the growth, then repairing of the tissue, then different types of asexual reproduction, etc. So, in this way we can see these two types of cell division. This slide is also explaining about the mitotic stage, that is karyokinesis here, that is nuclear division, daughter chromosome distributed into 2 different nuclei, and the after this the cell will undergo the process of cytoplasm division, and it will result in the 2 genetically identical daughter cells from the parental cell. Now, this is the karyokinesis. These 4 stages are there: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, and it will give rise to 2 nuclei inside the same cell. We can see here this is the single cell having 2 nucleus. Now, this cell will undergo the process of this cytokinesis, and in we will discuss about that how the cytokinesis takes place in the next slide. Here we can see that these 2 nucleus are there in the same cell, and now this cell will undergo the division to form 2 cells with one nuclei, and this is known as cytokinesis.
Mitosis, or the special type of division, cell division, occurs in the plant in the somatic cell. Now, this is also known as equational division, because at the end of the mitosis, from one parent cell, 2 daughter cell will be formed, but there is no reduction in chromosome number. The chromosome number will be same like the parent cell. That's why it is known as equational division. It includes 2 steps, that is karyokinesis and cytokinesis. As we have already discussed, that karyokinesis means the division of the nucleus, whereas cytokinesis is the division of the cytoplasm including other cell organelles. Now, this karyokinesis includes 4 steps, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Prophase, the important events which occurs during all these 4 stages that we will discuss. First is prophase. During prophase, the chromatin material will undergo the process of condensation. That means their length will be reduced, and they will attain the identity of chromosome. They will appear as a chromosome. Then the nuclear membrane, then nucleolus, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, all the things will be disappear from the cell, and the centriole, which in the synthesis phase the centriole were separated, they will reach to the 2 opposite pole of the cell like this, and they will start making the spindle fiber. So, these are the events which occurs during the prophase, that is condensation of chromosome. Chromosome will attain its identity, then disappearance of nuclear membrane, nucleolus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, and the spindle fiber formation will take place from both the poles. Now, the cell will move to the next step, that is known as metaphase. In metaphase, all the chromosomes made up of 2 sister chromatids held at centromere. That means here they will appear like this. Through this spindle fiber, the spindle fiber will get attached at the centromere of this chromosome, and all the chromosome will get aligned at the equator region. They will form the equatorial plate or metaphasic plate. So, these are the events occurs during the metaphase. After this, the cell will enter into the next step, that is known as anaphase. Now, this cell division, the third step of cell division is anaphase. That is, here the centromere, from here it will get splitted, and half of these two chromatid will be pulled towards the two opposite pole like this. So the spindle fiber will get reduced, the length of the spindle fiber will reduce, and it will pull half of this these two chromatid, and half of this centromere which was splitted will be pulled toward the two opposite pole, and finally two group of chromosome will be present at the two poles like this, and the spindle fiber get disappeared. So all these things will occur during the anaphase, and now the spindle fiber gets disappeared, and the two group of chromosomes are present on two opposite pole, north pole and south pole. Now the cell division will enter into the next step, that is known as telophase. What are the events which occurred in the prophase? All the things will be opposite in this telophase. Like all the chromosomes which will undergo the process of condensation, now they will undergo the process of decondensation. That means they will lose the identity of chromosome and they become thread-like structure. They will attain the identity of the chromatin material. Then nuclear membrane, nucleolus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, all the things will reappear, and already the spindle fiber is get reduced. In this way, there will be two nucleus inside the cell, and all these phenomena or events will occur in the telophase stage. By this time, the karyokinesis will be complete, and now the cell will enter into the next step, that is known as cytokinesis. This cell is with two nucleus. Now it will enter into the cytokinesis process. Here the cell, if it is animal cell, then a cell groove or cell furrow will appear on the two sides on the periphery, and finally it will move towards the center and cut the cell into two, and in this way from one parent cell two daughter cell will form. If it is plant cell, then the cell plate will form in the center which will move towards the periphery, and finally it will cut the cell into two. So in animal cell, by cell furrow, and if it is plant cell, then cell plate. Plant cell and animal cell. So in this way the cell will divide into two, the cytokinesis will complete. Animal cell, cell furrow is there or cell groove which will arise on the periphery, which will move toward the center and finally cut the cell into two. In plant cell, the cell plate will appear in the center which will grow towards the periphery and cut the cell into two. So in both the cases, the parent cell will give rise to two cell, although the event is different type. And in this way, not only the cytoplasm but other cell organelles also will be distributed among these two daughter cells, and in this way the cell will divide into two and the mitosis will complete. That is karyokinesis, cytokinesis. These two cells are daughter cells with equal number of chromosome like parent cell, and that's why it is known as equational division. Now these mitosis occurs in the apical meristem, the lateral meristem, and they will give rise continuous, they will undergo the process of mitosis. They also will give rise to the new individual by asexual reproduction, vegetative reproduction. Then they will help in healing of wounds, they will help in repairing of the torn out tissues, they will help in the process of growth, development. Sometimes when there is some difference, some disturbance in the metabolism, then they will undergo the process of rapid cell division and may convert into the cancerous cell also. So this is the disadvantage of the mitosis. Now we will discuss the steps of mitosis through the diagram.
We are
also.
discussing about the mitosis. that is type of cell division which occurs in the somatic cell, and at the end of this mitosis two daughter cell will be synthesized by this parental cell, and the chromosome number is almost similar. Now, it includes the 4 stages, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophage. This slide is showing the type of cell division, that is mitosis, which occurs in the somatic cell division. Now, it consists of these following stages, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophage and cytokinesis. Now, in prophase, the chromatin material will undergo the process of condensation and it will attain the shape of the chromosome. The two chromatids will appear and which are attached together at this region known as kinetochore, inside which that centromere is there. Now, this centrosome, if it is animal cell, the centrosome will divide into two centriole that will reach to the two opposite pole, north pole and south pole, and they will give rise to the spindle fiber. Whereas, when it is plant cell without centriole, the spindle fiber will get formed here on the from the two poles, north pole and south pole, and then this nuclear membrane, nucleolus will disappear. Endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus will also disappear, and then the cell will enter into the next stage, that is known as metaphase. In metaphase, the spindle fiber get attached with this kinetochore of all the chromosome, and all these chromosomes will get arranged at this plate here at the equator region known as the equatorial plate or mitotic plate. Now, it will enter into the next stage, that is known as anaphase. In anaphase, the kinetochore of the chromosome will split and the length of this spindle fiber get reduced. With this, the chromosome with two chromatids like this, and half of the kinetochore or centromere will be pulled apart or towards both the two poles, north pole and south pole, and finally in telophage all these chromosomes at the two end, that is north pole and south pole will be get accumulated and the spindle fiber gets disappeared. Now, around this chromosome the nuclear envelope, nucleolus will reappear and the endoplasmic reticulum and that Golgi apparatus will also reappear. After this, the telophage completed. Now, and the karyokinesis also completed, that means nuclear division completed. This cell having two nucleus at the end of this telophage. Now, this cell will enter into the next stage, that is known as cytokinesis. In cytokinesis, if it is plant cell, then it is with the help of cell plate, or if it is animal cell, then by the cell furrow or cell groove, which start forming from the two peripheral region, and in plant cell the cell plate will form in the middle and it will grow towards the peripheral region. In this way, two cells will be formed from the one cell, and this is known as the cytokinesis. At the end of this mitosis, from one parent cell, two daughter cell will be formed and there is no change in chromosome number, that is ploidy level, and that is why it is known as equational division. It occurs in almost all the somatic cell division, and only the germ cell will exhibit the process of the meiosis.